So this is going to be a tutorial of Uncharted 3 any% chapters 12 and 13. So let's start. First of all, you want to match square here. And we have our third and last ball fight of the game. So you'll always be able to grab this guy, but from here on it's all improv, literally. These side props and like putting them against the wall are like the only thing we can do to make this go by faster. And even that doesn't work sometimes. Sometimes they push you back when you try to grab them. And I'm targeting him.
Son of a bitch.
I've literally been trying to use this. Sometimes these props don't work either, but basically you just want to be on the side of a table, and then sometimes props work, sometimes they won't. And if there are no props in your area, you could just put them against the wall like this and just push them. And once you take care of the last one, restart checkpoint. Stay in your spot and press triangle, square, and then ignore the first prompt and do the second prompt, just like in chapter 10. And you conveniently end up right next to the ladder if you do that correctly.
And stay down. Please.
Then we have some climbing.
A cliche.
Sometimes that can happen. Now we're gonna go over rope skip. So get on this third bar, then go to the left, and I'm gonna make a save. This one, we'll do that. Because we're gonna go over rope skip, and then, which is really consistent, and I'm gonna show you what to do if you don't want to go for rope skip. So basically, only the top two runners of this game, Hermes and Penny, go for rope skip. It saves about 30 seconds-ish, but it's extremely inconsistent. It's not even precise, it's just inconsistent. I mashed X a little too hard there. Let me start that over. Yeah. That's my bad. So basically what you want to do is swing on this rope and go backwards to this ladder. Hopefully I land on it. Yes, I did. That can be a little weird sometimes. And you just want to come here and then mash X with your left stick pointing around this angle if you look at my inputs. And sometimes he should like launch towards the roof, edge of the roof. And I'm going to try to show that at least once. So you get on this third bar and then go left. And then at this angle, mash X. And I didn't get it. Sometimes this jump can be a little weird too. There's a backup if you don't get this launch well. It's like on this one, but you have to like jump off early. I haven't done this in a long time, so like that. That's a little tiny bit easier. You have a smaller margin of error to make that jump. Now, let's try to get this at least once, please. Okay, I'm having bad luck. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is why people don't go for rope skip. I'm just here to show it off because it is a thing in this game that people do. So we landed at the edge of the roof here, right? But sometimes you can land at the middle. But we're at the edge, right? If you land at the middle, you jump 6 times forward with, you want the chain to be on your left. But since we're already here, a little bit ahead, we want to jump 5 times instead. So from there, 6 times, from here, 5 times. With this angle, with your chain exactly to your left. So let's start. 5, and then I almost failed that, but about that angle, I was a little bit walking a little bit too far right because I took I jumped a little bit right in the middle of that. But yeah, that's basically rope skip. The jumping you don't have to do. It's a bit risky because you can just jump off, but it's basically for movement, fast movement. It saves like 2-3 seconds if you can compared to just walking it. Um, so yeah, that's rope skip, and now I'm gonna show off the regular strat since most of you guys, since you're starting off, you're not gonna use rope skip. Don't use it if you're just starting off. That's my recommendation at least. And my game crashed, so I'll just load it up and load in the save really quickly. Hopefully. So skip ahead a tiny bit. I'm gonna get us back there. Fortunately, I'm not the best at editing and even like splitting stuff on I don't have a program for that, so I'm just doing these in like one take and uploading them by chapter. So let's load in. Hopefully it's not corrupted. Believe it's this save. Believe it is. Hopefully. I really hope. I really don't want to. This works. Yeah, this honestly works. It's whatever.
Rum. How cliche.
Okay, so let's go over no rope skip really quickly. By the way, from here you want to jump like either on this one or this one, and then jump up, and then jump like that. Or else you can get stuck on like doing this animation for like more than the required amount, you know. So now, no rope skip. We have one cycle rope swing. So first of all, you want to swing on this rope, go straight, and then once Nate's legs are straight, you want to jump off. Go straight. Once Nate's legs are straight, jump off. And that's early ropes, one cycle rope swing.
Empty. Of course it's empty.
Yeah, better movement there. Don't look at what I did. Just, you know. So here you want to just go forward and mash X. You'll always land on the swing. Just go forward and mash X. Here. And then you want to slowly move your left stick left. And did a... Oh, that worked. You want to land here. If you land, like, on that thing, you want to jump to the left and then swing here. Yeah, we landed here, now we jump left. And now here we're gonna do the chain skip. So once you're like on the other side, like on the chain side of the swing, you wanna hold circle, basically. Right here, hold circle, and we skip the whole chain. And it saves it a good amount of time. And that's no rope skip. The water's a little high there for some reason, and it made me fall back down. That rarely happens, and it did. So now we want to cover on this box here, jump over it, and then try. You can jump on that thing sometimes, but I was obviously like way too far forward. And once you jump here, mash triangle. Hopefully you don't get a picking up animation. And ideally you want that cover launch to go farther, but it didn't. Now you want to cover either here or there, whichever you prefer, and then jump launch here. So yeah, mini launches there. So this guy if you want, and then go up here, upright. Hopefully the camera angle was weird there. And once you're here, research checkpoint. Go to the right 2.5 times. There's a bit of specific stuff here, so I'm gonna go over them one by one. So once you jump on this ladder, you wanna let go of the left stick. Like, don't hold the left stick in any direction and just mash X. And then when you're at the top, you do want to hold forward on the left stick and mash X. So, but once you're on the top, initially let go of it. So look what I do. Let go of it. Once you're at the top, hold forward and then mash X. And then there's another strat right after that. But we'll wait. So go right 2.5 times. That's about 2.5 times. Let go of the left stick, then hold forward, and then you want to time an X jump there. If you do that early, you'll just you'll die from not being able to make that jump. So that's a timing thing, right there. And then so you wait a little bit and then jump, and then you're on this thing, and then you jump. That's the whole strat. Just smash X here if you want. Now we have this launch. There's many different ways to do this launch, but I personally find this the most consistent way. So aim about here with your pistol and launch. Right there. Ideally you want to land on this ledge or that ledge right here. If you land on these pipes and you swing on them, that loses you about 5 seconds. So let me just demonstrate that one more time. So it's about 50-50 whether you land on the pipes or land on one of the... Like, this launch can be a bit random, to be honest. See, that's landing on the pipes. Now, this loses you about... it could be from 3 to 5 seconds, basically. Depending on which pipe you land on. Now we have this skip. You want to cover here, face towards the right. I didn't mention it there, but you want to, like, let's say you're over there. You want it to go all the way to the left here. For that launch there. But for this launch, go all the way to the right here. And you want to aim about here and launch straight. And you'll land about here. Now just do your climbing, you know. If you're quick enough, jump back here and this guy won't bother you. If he does, you just shoot him like as he's here. Now you want to go about here, like maybe next to this rope, I'd say, and launch a bit like up, but a tiny bit right, I'd say. So like that. And once you're in the water, pause. Once you're in the water, you want to pause for a tiny bit, and then let go, and then you'll just turn left, and then you'll see this thing. It'll all load in basically, and yeah, that's this strat. I don't know if should I go over it one more time. I'll go over it one more time really fast, I guess. So aim about here, launch straight.
I need a tetanus shot after this.
Almost jumped a bit early there, but it's fine. I'm gonna show you what to do if the guy jumps there, but it's really simple. Okay, so let's say you get stuck somewhere and the guy jumps. Just go back and just shoot him, just like that. It's not that, just blind fire. And yeah. Now launch. Just look at my inputs basically. And once you're in the water, pause. Once you're in the water, if you do that too early, you'll die, most likely. And just mash X wherever you land, and then turn left, and you'll see this, and you'll climb on it. That skips about 2 minutes. 2 minutes and 15 seconds-ish. And now, if you dive from... Okay, so just keep this in mind. If you dive from here, that roll, to this next fight, you can either shoot this guy or just jump past him, whatever you want. Just keep that in mind, what I just said. From that roll to this fight, if you die, just keep that in mind. because I'm gonna call back on it, because this strap might not work depending on a few things.
I gotta make it to that boat.
So I like to launch about there. You can land here sometimes, but I launched a bit low, I guess. Now you can also do a cover launch about here. Goes to the right, and you should be able to flip this thing, even if you're caught. So what the game is programmed to do is like you're not allowed to turn this crank if you're alerted, basically. You're supposed to do this in stealth. But since the game doesn't like fully load, you're able to turn this without and the game thinks that you're in stealth for some reason, and you're able to turn this crank. Um if this doesn't work, there are a few reasons why. So from that roll that I mentioned earlier, all the way to this fight, if you die or you restart checkpoint, then you can't turn this crank. It won't work. The game will load in. It'll like restart, like it's loading, and it'll load in completely, and you won't be able to turn this crank. Um, so yeah. Or I haven't tested this on PS4 Pro, or I haven't seen anyone play this on PS4 Pro with SSD. I haven't seen anyone do the skip. So I have no idea if this works on that console with SSD. So it's one of those two things if it doesn't work. Sometimes I hear Penny has a base PS4 and sometimes this doesn't work and he doesn't know why. I don't know why. So this is something you just have to test yourself, see if it works. And yeah, if it doesn't work, this is the backup. So right now, if I go to that crank, I won't be able to turn it because I restarted checkpoint. But this is the backup. So you stealth this guy. Basically, the backup is being in stealth, basically. Now, ideally, this guy won't see you. Oh, he did see me. That's weird. Maybe I was too fast. So yeah, you want to take a bit of your time here. Don't go too fast. I was still a bit fast there. He didn't see me. Okay, whatever. Now just stealth this guy. This should work. There we go. You have to be not alerted to turn this crank if you restart a checkpoint or you die. And yeah, that's the skip basically, and everything it does. From here on, everything acts normal. Now here is a lot of improv basically. So I like to start my launches here, and you have to reach there, right? So launch here and then try to get here. If you launch and end up to the right of this thing, you can mash circle here and then you'll end up on the thing. So basically it depends like how your launches go. So I'll show you a few different places where you can launch. So I'll show this one more time, and I did it perfectly again, and you can press circle. But if you can't do that launch, there is a backup, good place to launch from, and that is right here. And just launch straight, hopefully, like that. And just do some improv if it doesn't work out, basically. That's that strat. As soon as the bubbles show up, restart checkpoint. And you want to get on the boat. Oh, so now, you can just chill here, basically. You don't have to kill any of these guys. As long as you don't die, you're fine, basically. The game will move on the same way whether or not you kill these guys or not. So we're just gonna chill here for like a minute. So these are the guns you wanted to pick up, and then we're gonna wait for that boat to come closer, basically. And we're gonna wait for its ropes to pull out. its ropes to be on this, like pull out a little bit right there. Like the ropes came out, and that's your cue to restart checkpoint. Now here it does matter how fast you kill them, so you just want to kill everyone as quickly as you can. Nobody's like showing up. I'm just acting weird. Why is this acting weird? Where's the other guy? And that was pretty weird. I've never seen that before. But you basically just want to kill everyone and wait for these guys to spawn. And now once you're here, you want to grab RPG ammo. There's a pull here, and so I'm a little bit late. So let's just act like that never happened. Basically, you want to come to this guy. And you want to kill. So that first guy spawns there. The second guy spawns here. Like he comes out of this window. And third guy, you can shoot him as he's coming out the door, and it's a one shot. So that's a good thing to know. But since I got stuck a bit, I can't really show that. So yeah, I still got him one shot. So basically, if he's still in that opening door animation, that's one shot. So once you kill all three of them, restart checkpoint. I aimed a bit too low on the second one. So the key is you want to aim low on the second one and low on the first one, then high on the second one. And I still missed. So low on the first one. Oh, for reload cancels, you can either go left, right, or triangle twice. And you have to learn the timing for those basically. And yeah. Let me do this. Let me do this a few times. So low on the first one, high on the second one, and high on the third one too, but I was late. Jesus. I keep messing up the reload cancels, and that's messing me up. So let me do this perfectly once. Jesus. That worked, but I keep messing up the reload cancels. Just like that. That's how it's supposed to go. So low on the first one, high on the next two. Now you wanna jump on this ladder. I like to shoot and reload there, and then once the camera angle turns, restart checkpoint. And that's all of 12 and 13, any percent.